Hello, it's Mario Joyner, your Las Vegas Probate Specialist, where I assist families going through the probate process with real estate and more. I thank you for taking a few minutes today to spend with me, and again, I will share the second of 8 videos discussing how we build our team of A+ service providers. Now, every one of the service provider categories in this series, they're often requested from clients almost daily. Many of these service provider categories may be obvious to you, but some others may have never crossed your mind. Now, before I begin with our second service provider category, contractors, let me tell you more about where I am today. I am currently at KB Home Community Stonegate at Summerlin, Collection 1. Now, this community is located on Flamingo Road between Hualapai and Town Center. The 2-story homes are priced from $396,000, and they offer 5 floor plans ranging from 1,400 square feet to almost 2,500 square feet. Now, all the single-story homes here are completely sold out, but this gated community has an HOA of $50 per month and no SID or lid. Once completed, this community will have 110 homes. Without further ado, let's discuss contractors. And for those going through probate, let me start with the difference between handyman and contractors. A remodeling contractor and a handyman are essentially the same thing in terms of ability. Where a remodeling contractor and a handyman typically differ is the size and the scope of the work they perform. Let's define handyman, also known as a fixer. Handyperson or handyworker. This is a person skilled at a wide range of repairs, typically around the home. These tasks include trade skills, repair work, maintenance work, both interior and exterior, and are sometimes described as side work, odd jobs, or fix-up tasks. Secondly, a general contractor is also known as a main contractor or prime contractor. He or she is responsible for the day-to-day oversight of a construction site, management of vendors and trades, and the communication of information to all involved parties throughout the course of a building project. Lastly, subcontractors. In direct contrast to a general contractor, a subcontractor is hired by a general contractor to perform specific and specialized tasks. Just like with general contractors, a subcontractor can be an individual or a business. They complete whatever tasks are assigned to them by the general contractor. You can also hire these subcontractors directly if there are not too many subcontractors to coordinate. Now, some examples as to when to hire a handyman. Now, some examples are painting, minor repairs, and the like. When to hire a general contractor. There's a room addition, a kitchen and bath remodel, and any major construction. When to hire a subcontractor. When the task is trade specific. When you are clear as to what needs to be done. Now, let's move on to where to find handyman, general contractors, and subcontractors. You can search Craigslist, you can Google, neighborhood magazines, ask others in your network, and stop by residential construction projects like this and talk to people, or you can reach out to me directly or us directly for any referrals. What to consider before fixing up your home to sell. Weigh the cost of the proposed improvements against the home's market value after the repairs or upgrades are completed. Tour other homes in the neighborhood for sale, noting conditions and amenities. Lastly, if most other homes have upgraded kitchens, concentrate on fixing the kitchen. Questions to ask when hiring a handyman, subcontractor, or general contractor. How long have you been working in this industry? Are you licensed? Do you carry workman's comp insurance for your employees? Do you have insurance in case something in the home gets broken in the renovation and or construction process? Do you belong to any professional organizations? And if so, which ones? Can you provide a list of references that I can contact? What is the projected timeline for this project? Are you willing to sign a time and materials contract? How often do you finish a project in the anticipated time? Will you be on site at all times to oversee the progress of the job? How often will you stop by to check on the progress? Who is the on-site project manager? Will you provide me with daily updates? Who pulls required permits for the job? You or me? Will you write out a contract specifying what you will do, the anticipated time frame, line items for materials needed to complete the job, cost, time needed, a time and materials contract should a project become more involved than first thought, and a termination clause? Will you offer a guarantee on your work? And if so, what is the guarantee? What is the daily work schedule? What is your preferred method of communication? How will you clean up at the end of the day? How and where will tools and materials be stored if the job spans multiple days? What steps will you take to protect my property? How will additional charges be dealt with? How do we resolve any disagreements? Have you been involved with any legal disputes following a previous job? What is the payment schedule? Are you willing to be paid through escrow? Will you agree to include a termination clause in the contract that we co-write? I know I mentioned lots of questions, and if you would like the list we provide to our probate questions, reach out directly to us and we'd be happy to share. This is a huge decision for many of our families, and we outline the return on investment before the final decision is made. It typically makes sense to improve the property before selling, but we understand finances typically impact the decision. Don't make this decision without consulting with us. Remember, if you have any questions about this topic or any questions related to probate, feel free to contact us directly. This is Mario Joyner, your Las Vegas Probate Specialist, where we assist families going through the probate process with real estate and more. Join us next week for our next video.